In this video, this is going to be IXL examples solving a quadratic using quadratic formula. So the first thing you need to recall is the quadratic formula. In standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c, quadratic formula is the opposite of b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So my first example, a equals 2, b equals 1, c equals negative 4. So it's the opposite of b plus or minus b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. And then all you do is simplify that. So simplify what's inside the square root. We have 1 minus 32, or plus 32, which is 33, all over 4. And it says, write your answers as integers, proper or improper fractions in simplest form, or decimals to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so this is going to be negative 1 plus the square root of 33 over 4, negative 1 minus the square root of 33 over 4. Putting that in the calculator, making sure you hit enter for the numerator first. Negative 1 plus the square root of 33, and then divide by 4. You get 1.19. Nearest hundredth is 2 decimal places. And then negative 1 minus the square root of 33. Divided by 4 is negative 1.69. Make sure you use your rounding rules. A is 6, B is 6, C is negative 3. So it's the opposite of 6, plus or minus 6 squared minus 4 times 6 times negative 3 all over 2 times 6. So it's negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 plus 72, which is 108 over 12. So negative 6 plus the square root of 108 over 12, and negative 6 minus square root of 108. So again, when you put these in the calculator, make sure you hit enter. When you do the numerator, and then divide by 12, we get 0.37, and then negative 6 minus square root of 108 divided by 12 is negative 1.37. A is negative 1, B is negative 8, C is 7, negative 7. So it's opposite of B, which is now positive, plus or minus negative 8 squared. Make sure you put that in parentheses, minus 4AC all over 2A. Simplifying inside the square root, negative 8 squared is 64. So it's 64 minus 28, which is 36, all over negative 2. So we have 8 plus 6 over negative 2, 8 minus 6 over negative 2. So you get negative 7 and negative 1. And the last one, we need to make sure that we have it say equals 0. So I need to subtract 9h and subtract the 8. So A is 7, B is negative 9, C is negative 8. So it's the opposite of B, which is now positive. B squared minus 4A times C all over 2 times A. Simplifying inside the square root, we have 81 plus 28 times 8, which is 224. So we get 305. So you get 9 plus the square root of 305. Hit enter. Divide by 14 is 1.89. And 9 minus the square root of 305 hit enter, divide by 14, excuse me, and decimal is negative 0.60. And this concludes